Hello, this is Andreas. We are really happy to have you all here for our second Sales Club Insights in 2020. 1st of March. Isn't it amazing how fast the world is moving on and changing? So today we would like to give you some updates on what happens at CI Hub and give you some insights on the connectors for Microsoft and for Google. I think this is one important part for the meeting today. Gerd, could you click?
I will do so.
Thank you. Just as a reminder, we've last weekend just released the version 1.2.61. That's a little bit cryptic, I know. Next week, we will release the version 62 and we will deliver again release notes to it. The release notes will be available on the Sales Club, and Gerd and I will do a video highlighting the most important things in the last couple of versions. I think we have released 4 releases already this year, and we will do a comprehensive update video with all the news. And there's really a couple of cool stuff in the latest releases. So stay tuned for next week, and we will update you with all the latest infos here. Next. So the agenda for today, Gerd will give a live demo for Microsoft 365 and Google Workspace. We got a lot of requests that you would like to see a little bit of the functionality and the cool features which are in the product and how to use it and what could be good sales arguments. We will have that right after the intro. Partner topics, we also had lots of requests on a tier pricing list up to 4,000 licenses, because lots of you have questions with licenses in larger amounts. So we created a nice price list for all the different products. We have created a Handbuch, a manual for CI Hub. We would like to introduce this one to you. In the moment, we are doing lots of reviews. We are encouraging users and partners to write reviews, and there is a bonus associated with it. And we would like to give you a short overview on the upcoming events, especially the OnDam Germany. Next. And we have a Q&A, so whatever question you have, save it for the end, and we're happy to go through it. If there are questions while we do the demo or whatever, this is a small group of people here in that call, and we can answer any question at any time. So don't wait, just put it into the chat, and we're happy to go to answer these questions right away. Okay, next.
Okay. Gerd. I think it's up to me.
Gerd, I'm happy to hand over to Gerd.
Thank you very much, Andy. So my name is Gerd. Welcome to all. I would like to start with an old song. Maybe some of the older people like remember. It's called "Don't Let's Be Beastie" to the Germans, and I've replaced the word the Germans with the Office 365 and Google Workspace users. Most of the time, DAM systems are mostly used for Adobe products, but I had a call a couple of days ago with a company that's using Microsoft and Google Workspace, and they said, come on, don't forget us. So here we go. At the end, there are a few things that came up through that meeting I had with those guys. They said, okay, we need a clear overview within our app. Let's say if it's PowerPoint, mostly used by them. And that's what we're going to do with the CI Hub panel. So at the end, your system provides content in the user's application. In this case here, it's the PowerPoint application. You have sorting options for all the content. You can show, hide, or arrange columns in this view. And you have the drag and drop feature to place assets directly in the canvas. And that's really a cool thing. What was asked for, they said, we are using lots of people in our presentation, so why not creating a people gallery? That's really easy to do with the DAM system. Throw them in a folder and present them to use them, and maybe give a good name for the files so that they can search for it and use it, or use the metadata fields. That was requested, highly recommended. And another thing is the icon gallery. Most of the presentations are using icons in every variation you can think of. So it's good to have an icon gallery, which you can create within your DAM and hand it over to the user within the app. And of course, the image gallery. That's clear, that's the normal stuff we have. But at the end, with the panel, you can use the conversion, so the low-res files, to reduce the file size. That was already shown in a few videos. But with renditions, you have other options like placing Photoshop files. I will show that later on, how that works. Or Adobe Illustrator files that can be placed as a low resolution. Normally, PowerPoint wouldn't take them, but with this renditions, it works perfect. And also you can place cover of documents, if it's an InDesign document or a Word document or a PowerPoint document, you can place those covers as an image in your PowerPoint presentation with these renditions. And of course, you have lots of filter options you can provide. That's what the API provides, but we have standard filters, layouts, images, text, and other, and you can sort them. Another feature is the full text search within the app. So it works also with Boolean operators, and you can use the similarity search if you're connected to stock providers. And at the end, we have, of course, the metadata content. That is really cool stuff. Means you have a structured, clear overview regarding metadata content. You can drag and drop metadata content onto the canvas, or you can drop it into a placeholder, and the text will be perfectly formatted. But I will show this in the demo later on. And all these features always with a pre-approval, so you're only using pre-approved assets. Sorry?
Finde ich auch. Aber es ist halt, ja, alles gut.
It's all good. Just continue, Gerd.
Okay. Okay, so.
Ich habe hier gerade einen Schnelltest gegeben, den wollte ich jetzt haben.
Okay, then next up, I would show a demo how it works in the system.
Just one short point, especially about these pre-approved assets. In a lot of discussions we have with larger corporates, and especially with the Microsoft connector, is that they are searching heavily for ways to distribute pre-approved assets to their larger Microsoft or Google audience. So this is really something what is really interesting, especially as an extension for a brand portal. Lots of organizations come and say, you know, we have a brand portal, but we want to give our users an easier access to these pre-approved material. The plugin is an amazing tool to reach really a new set of customers in large quantities. So this is also why we have the extended price list. There are lots of projects out there where customers are using 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 clients. And this is amazingly easy to do with the CI app connector. If you're not really pushing connectivity to Microsoft within your customers, you should really do that. It's a really interesting audience to reach, and it really creates a cool hook for your application, for your DAM system into these larger organizations. So the Microsoft and the Google products are really nice sales extensions to your business. Sorry. Good.
Oh, good. So I've just prepared a PowerPoint document, and this is with a master slide in the background. So this is kind of a template, and you can use it perfectly with the CI Hub panel. So if you select the target frame and you drag an image towards the stage, it will be automatically placed. Yeah, okay, this is cool. And yeah, it's also easy to drop the images. And of course, if you're working with metadata content, it's also working with placeholders for text. So just move them towards the stage. And the text is perfectly formatted. Goes like this. So it's very easy to use the content within the panel. Another case is if you're working with AI files or something like that. Let's say we have an original AI file. You see, I can place them, but only if I select a conversion. So that means the original normally is not placeable. If I take the original, okay. If I take the original, you see that it can't be.
Original files will automatically not be placed, but downloaded. So with an original file, the plugin prevents the insertion because that's a not supported file format. So you will automatically get a download window and the thing will be downloaded into your downloads folder.
Yeah. And if I change the download to, let's say, a conversion, let's say I use the JPEG file, and you can place those Adobe Illustrator files. It's also working with SVG files. SVG files, you can use the original file. So this is vector stuff and you can scale it. So that works really perfect with SVG files. And also if you want to place, let's say, a cover image or a cover from a document, just choose the size you want to have, click on OK. And you have the title of your Word document, in this case, as an image. And you can place it in your Office 365 applications. That's really cool stuff. It also works with, let's say, SVG files that you want to maybe color at the end. If you use the original file, you can give them a color. It's scalable, and you can give them a fill. So the panel is working perfect with SVG files. On the other hand, if you work in Word, it's the same stuff. You can browse through your content, and you can use the same images. You can use the same metadata content, which is currently prepared. So if you select maybe a text frame and just move the text towards the stage, the same goes for metadata content in one text frame with different formations. So it's also working. And the image, to place the image, just drag and drop them towards the stage, and you get everything done. Same works in Excel, of course, if you want to use Excel file, maybe some people are using Excel with images, so you can use them. Also select a really small rendition and you can place the assets in cells. Same goes for the content with metadata fields, just drag and drop them towards this page. And it's working also in okay. You can use the panel in Microsoft Outlook if you want to attach or place images with a low resolution. It's the same way. Just go into the folder, select an image, and choose a low rendition. In this case, I'm going to choose 320 and I say place the image, and the image will be placed. Okay, not yet. Maybe it's a PNG. Or my Outlook is not working. No, my Outlook is not working currently. Sorry for that. Crazy. Okay, and the same goes for PowerPoint, which is running in the Google environment, Google Workspace, working with Google Slides. Same effect, you can use Google Slides with templates, select a box, drop the images into the box in Google Slides. Same goes for the text. So it's perfectly working also in the Google applications, as you can see here. So that's it.
For Google, isn't there the cool feature that you can then either open your Microsoft products in Google or save your Google products to use in Microsoft?
Exactly. You can choose this is a PowerPoint presentation. So you can, if I select the original file. Okay. I can open it in Slides. So it will be converted from a PowerPoint file into a Google Slides document. That'll take a while for the conversion. And now it's opening the PowerPoint in Google Slides.
And whenever you have a Google Slides, you can just save it as a PowerPoint and then go to PowerPoint and open in there. That works with the whole file, but that also works with just slides. And it's really easy now to work between teams and share the creative content or your slides, even if you have different applications. So that's quite nice. And the conversion actually works amazingly well. There is almost no loss of informations or functions in here. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's totally easy to convert them. And of course, you can upload files from Google Slides again into your target system via the panel. So you can switch back from a Google slide to a PowerPoint presentation, or this open Office documents that are often used, or you can create a PowerPoint PDF presentation. That's also doable directly via the panel. Yeah. So that's it. Short overview for the Office package. Are there any questions? Nope. maybe I'll go back to you, Andy.
Yep, perfect. Thank you. Yeah. Again, if you have questions, just ask. We also have created a couple of new training and information videos. They are on our website and on the YouTube channel, where we go through all of the details. In the last session, we've gone through the details of Figma and Sketch, and you also find these Figma and Sketch videos and the Google and Microsoft in detail. As I said, we have created a tier pricing list that's available on the SalesClub. We got a lot of requests, as I said. The actual price list is from the 1st of February, and the new price list covers all licenses from 1 license to 4,000. These are the price lists we are distributing also to customers. So this is the list price. Whatever your individual corporate discount is, that will then apply to these end customer prices. Again, if you have any question to the price list or to special prices, just let me know and just ask whenever you need help with larger deals. Especially in the Microsoft environment, we do see that lots of our partners are discussing with industry customers about extending their DAM system into the Google and the Microsoft environment, and that works quite well. Yeah. Okay, next. Okay. Also, what we've done, we've created a nice user guide or manual. We do have very few support calls. It's really, maybe we get a support issue, whatever, three a week. Yeah, half of that is I forgot my password, and the other ones is about the functionality. So we believe that distributing that user guide and the handbook to all of the users will help reducing any kind of support issue also on your side, and that must always be our goal, that this is almost maintenance and support free application. The documentation covers all of the products in the moment. There will be new products which we will introduce at the end of this month, and they will be covered also in the documentation. The documentation is in the moment a PDF document. It contains links, so you can jump from the documentation directly to some extended videos that explain the capabilities, or you can use the QR code. And in a couple of weeks, we do hope that we get the whole documentation as a progressive web app, and then the documentation will be available right from the plugin. So, you know, there are some information buttons in the plugin. They in the moment lead to videos. These videos are a little bit outdated, and we will try to replace that with the direct link into the documentation. We do hope that this is helpful for all of you, and that will reduce any kind of support amount or effort you have with the system. Okay, next. Okay, one thing which is important also for us. Yep. What is also important for us is is writing reviews. A review is really helping a lot to ensure the potential customer that this is a product, this is really helpful, that it's easy to maintain, that it's easy to roll out. So reviews are a really important thing for all of us. And we would love to encourage you, all of you, to write some reviews wherever you want. It helps us, especially on Google and on Figma, but it also is great. There is a German platform called OMR. These are the guys, they are creating that online marketing rockstars event. So that would also be really helpful. This is a German platform. The other ones are all English. if you can jump over there and leave a review, a positive one, if that would work. And if you do so, and we know that's an effort you have to do, make a screenshot, send it to sales@CI-Hub, and you will get an additional 50 sales points in your account to compensate a little bit of your effort. There will be a couple of nice plans in the next couple of weeks for redeem the points. There are a couple of nice things. So I know that lots of you have already a staggering amount of points. Use them wisely, but use them. It's a really cool opportunity to do that. And the review is something where you can just write 3, 4, 5 reviews and then get a couple of 100 points. That would really help all of us, and especially us. Next, Gerd. Okay, upcoming events. March 10 and 11, there is a huge conference in America going on completely online, focusing on design and PowerPoint. It's an event from the Creative Pro Network guys. We're doing lots of promotions there. We will have an email shot to all of the 160,000 users they have in their database. We are also offering, whenever you have a nice story, which is around CI-Hub and customer successes, we're really happy to also promote you as a partner in whatever we're doing. On the 15th of 16th of March is the Adobe Summit. The Adobe Summit is the opposite to the Adobe Max. The Adobe Max is focusing on all of the creatives using the Adobe products, with last year about 1 million attendees. The Adobe Summit is focusing on the non-creative product, on the AEM product, on the workflow product, and on the experience products. We will be part of that event. And also, we've announced that in the last event, we are happy to also promote you as a partner there. Come back to us, tell us if you have a good story, and we open up that audience to all of you. So this is something what is very powerful if you as a partner use that. I go into the ONDAM Germany in a couple of seconds, and we still have space available for the webinars. We just last week did a nice webinar with Henry Stewart again on Google and on Microsoft with a couple of 100 attendees. The Henry Stewart webinars work quite well, also for you as partner if you take part. And we have special webinars coming up. The first one we're doing with Cellum. The May and June one is still free. We would love to do webinars together with you and promote you. Just come back to us and let's discuss about a nice topic for some of these webinars. Everything what we do in marketing is also for you as partners. Yeah, so you just need to make use out of that. Next. We are planning an event in Berlin, which is called the ONDAM Berlin. We do that together with Frederick from Activio. Fred did a wonderful DEM event last year in Paris, and it worked really well. He had an amazing crowd there, lots of customers that are in a decision process, lots of people who want to learn about DEM and DEM capabilities. And as there is no event in the DACH region, so there is not really a DEM event in Germany, in Switzerland, in Austria, there are only vendor events. These vendor events are really nice. It's amazing. But we got the feedback from our customers, especially from the industry, that they would like to see an event where they can take a look at the whole ecosystem, where they can meet integrators, where they can see different DEM systems, where they can maybe see add-on solutions, where they can exchange with peers. So we decided to try to do an event 14th and 15th of June in Berlin, 2-day event. Very good speaking slots. Every partner who is joining us there will get a dedicated time in front of all of the attendees. And we will have a dinner event where there's a lot of time to speak, to have the opportunity to speak with customers, get them known, to talk with them in a very relaxed and amazing environment. The background of that image looks a little bit like an alien ship. This is the event location. I do think this is the coolest place in Berlin to do an event. It's called the Axia, and it's right beside of the Brandenburg Tor on the Pariser Platz. So we believe that this can be the central event for all of the DEM partners here in the DACH region. And I'd love to encourage you to discuss that with your marketing teams, with your sales teams, and maybe take part of that. Yeah, we have started promoting that to the partners, and a couple of places still left, and maybe someone likes to talk with us about that. We would love to have you there. Okay, yeah, I've said all of that. Target market is DACH. We will have about between 200 and 250 attendees from the industry, from the government, buyers and consultants and agencies. And we have 3 levels: platinum, gold, and silver. Just connect with me and I will take care that you get all the infos if you not already have them. Registration actually for the partners will close next week. So if you have not talked with us, do that. It would be really cool if we can make that a relevant event, because we do think that this is good for all of us actually. Okay, next. Next is easy. Next is Q&A. So it would be great if you have some questions. I would be happy to answer that, or Gerd. Otherwise, we will prepare lots of stuff. End of this month, we will introduce a new category of host systems. So that will be a complete new area where people can use your assets. And yep, that will be the main focus of the next Sales Club. If you have questions, I would love to answer them. Otherwise, we saved 30 minutes. Okay, good. Maybe you have a question.
Okay, I have a question. Why is my Outlook not working?
Okay, we can deep dive into that after the call.
After the session. All right.
Okay, then I say thank you to everybody. It was good to have you here. The recording will be in the Sales Club end of the week. And all of the material, the handbook, will be there in addition. And it was a pleasure having you here. At least we see us next time. Enjoy the day.